What's up YouTube, it's Louis here bringing you today's cryptocurrency video. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. The celebrations continue on today for me on Boxing Day, and hopefully my team Tottenham doesn't get their match postponed because of a COVID outbreak in the opposition team, but yeah, I hope that goes on. But yeah, let's get on with Bitcoin. So I'm looking at the daily time frame, right? And you can see here we've actually started to get rejected from that 382 level, and this is the level that I said we need to watch out for. We actually met both of the technical targets to the upside. First, the falling wedge target at the top of the wedge, but also if we look at the 4 hour real quick before we go back to the daily, look, we smacked the ascending triangles resistance point exactly. So at the moment we're getting rejected. So with that, if you were to lose the 200 and the 20 EMA here, it means that we're basically still respecting this downtrend, and so we would basically roll over. And also, as long as you're below the 382 and respecting it as resistance, there's a higher likelihood you'd come to the 236, and that would coincide with that theory I've been telling you about, how this could potentially be some sort of double bottom. I don't know where the second bottom will be, but yeah, just the theory of this double bottom basically, and this basically would mirror exactly this over here. So you've come down, come back up, and you met your resistance point exactly, just like you have now. Come up, met your resistance point exactly. So could we have a dump then double bottom basically? So like a second bottom, boom, come back up, and then eventually head up. This is what we're all looking out for, and this is what I'm now seeing the bigger YouTubers talking about now. It's all on the cards now. But of course, when everyone is looking for at something, it doesn't necessarily mean it will happen. Just like everyone was waiting for this wick retest. Did it come? No, we started heading back up. So when everyone is looking at a certain thing, the more people looking at it, the less likely it's going to happen. So just like at the start of the bull run, everyone's thought, yeah, it's going to be a parabolic end to the bull run. And then of course, in the last few months, because of this sort of, when we went 69k and everyone's saying, oh, this is the top, this is going to be the first bear market without a parabolic run. So it's like more people are now thinking that it won't have a parabolic run, where before everyone thought it was. So the market's going to make it so it looks like it won't, but because less people now think that it will have a parabolic end, it will. It's like all reverse psychology. It's so annoying, but yeah, basically it is reverse psychology. So could it be that we do roll over for confirmation that we want to lose that 20 and that 200 basically, and lose the ascending triangle support? If you lose the ascending triangle support, you basically put the target from the upside, take it to the downside. Wherever you break out, look, that's telling you to come down, maybe even fill in that wick. I think we had a technical target down here anyway, but it all depends on where you break out really, so we can't really give an exact target. But if we were to measure from the swing low to the swing high, let me get that exact for you. Yeah, you got a technical target, look, the 1414 sitting exactly in and around there basically. So that's one potential play basically. Let's put this back. Yeah. So yeah, if we lose this and this, then we could roll over more. On the daily time frame, we have broken out of that large falling wedge over here. Can you see that? Broke out. I haven't back tested the resistance as support yet, so that's why we could potentially roll over basically. And so when you break out, you're basically retracing to each high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So many targets basically, but your final target is 69k basically. So that is what I'm seeing for Bitcoin on the daily time frame at the moment. Of course, you could easily also say that right now, this purple line is a neckline of an inverse head and shoulders as well. This could be a potential play. Now, this shoulder on the right can come down more. Your bodies did close there, so of course, bodies would like to close that in and around there, but look where your wicks went down to. So you could even have wicks all the way down to here or here, basically. But as long as the bodies are closing in and around this area, basically. Something like that. Wicks can go down, but bodies like sitting on this basically. So that is the daily time frame. Let's now move on to the 4 hour. So of course, getting rejected from this, basically telling me that it wants to come down to the green line, maybe get a wick off this, get back in, and then carry on. If that doesn't want to play out, what we've just been talking about on the daily time frame. But we always need to watch out for that. So what I said in the last video is that we're potentially going to come to this swing high. Oops, this swing high over here, and you can see right now you've back tested these wicks as a previous resistance as support, but right now you're having a little bounce. Are we going to get rejected from that 20 EMA? Most likely, guys. So if you were to get rejected, we're going to fall to the 55, maybe get a wick down to here basically. That's what I would like to see, but Even if you hold that 55 is fine, because you're sitting on this swing high very nicely. Lose the swing high. If we're just looking at swing highs and swing lows, if you lose this, you're going to come down to here. This is how swing highs and swing lows work. But if we're looking at the moving averages and everything in and around the area, then I'd like to see the ascending triangle support hold. And then, of course, maybe a wick down to here and get back above this. Of course, this doesn't have to happen at all. If you get back above the 20 right now, back test the support, hold that swing high over here as support, then we will continue up, basically heading, once you break that green line, heading to in and around 57,500. So look over here, we never got the back test of the yellow line. Now most of the time you will, but not every single time you will, so I wouldn't even say we have to look out for that really, because of course you met the technical target for it now on the 4 hour and on the daily time frame. This was your daily time frames technical target. So yeah, not much more to say. I'll get the fibs out before we go, but yeah, that's about it. We just need to watch for resistance or support to break. But in the short term, I think as long as you're below this, you're going to come to this. And that will be you retracing to that 382. Lose the 382, we'll come to the 050, which is lining up with that green line. Maybe hold it as support the green line, but wick to the 050. Of course, you can come as low as the 0618. And that will be a retest of this neckline that we never ever did of this double bottom. But of course, we're getting a lot of things that are not retesting the neckline. So does it really matter at the moment? Are we that bullish that we're not coming back to retest? Well, we just need to watch out for support and resistance. Lose the 382, 050, lose the 050, 618. And then of course lose the 0618, you create that reversal wave basically to the one where you could do a double bottom, which would basically be what we think is happening basically. Large double bottom, like that. Or sorry, like this. And then continuation, lose the 1, which is 45,500, and we could come down to these lower targets. But I'm not looking at any of these targets down here till you lose that 1 point and create that reversal wave. At the moment, the fibs should be used as they would be normally as a retracement tool. Push, exhaustion, look, get the retest of this pink line, which you never done, before continuing up to its next technical target. Basically that would be your next technical target out of this. I need to get the actual retracement here, the actual exhaustion phase. Once you bottomed out here, then I can give you your next impulse wave targets. But at the moment, out of this large ascending triangle here, support, resistance, your technical target is 57,500. But don't forget guys, lose support over here and you'll come down. Basically you'd be in a technical target until you get back above this. Just like how there was a descending triangle here, this was your support, this was your technical target to the downside, like this. Never met the technical target, even when you fell out here and here, you fell out twice but never met it because you got back in and you basically invalidated it. So you then put this on the breakout to the upside and you're basically in a target to 52k. Perfect guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you in the next one, and as always, peace.